the acid out of your body, okay? Then your body will combine the acid and fat, acid and cholesterol, and put it aside. That's why the fat inside the body, sometimes it's the rubbish inside the body, because our body combine the acid and fat. That's why the people who are obese, the body becomes fat, there is a lot of acidity inside the body. For weight, to trim down the weight, okay, you must reduce the acid in the body. So take spirulina as the main this thing, then take vinegars, okay, during your meal. Eat slowly. Don't go for diet, Many people, they want to slim the body. They go for diet. Oh, that is not the way. Because if you reduce the food, you send a wrong message to the brain. You are telling your brain that the food is not enough. Okay? So what happens? You eat even more ferociously, You eat even more because that is the wrong message you are sending to the brain. You put as much food as possible on this thing. You eat slowly. When you eat slowly, then sometimes the food is too much for you. Then you slow it down. Okay, you keep it down. In a gradual manner. When I'm in Ethiopia, Mrs. Amba asked me, Dr. Lim, many of my friends take RG, take the mushroom powder, take spirulina. They are very happy, We are slim now. Some of them they reduce 5 kilos, some of them reduce 9 kilos, some of them reduce 15 kilos. But he says some of his friends, after taking the product, they become more obese. Okay, how can it be that way? I told him very simple. Obesity, there are two types of obesity. One is simple obesity. Simple obesity, that means there is no complication in the body due to over intake of food, Okay, the body becomes obese. So the kind of obesity is very easy to treat. You take RGGL, you take spirulina, you take vinegar, your body will reduce down. But some people, they are obesity due to something wrong with the heart, okay, due to something wrong with the metabolism. The normal body, you eat some food, After you eating the food was spent for energy to build up the body. What is excess you store at the fat. This is normal. But some people, when the metabolism is not very good, there is a short circuit, Okay? So instead of converting into energy, it converts into fat. Instead of converting into the muscle and bone, it converts into fat. So the kind of obesity, we know. First, lack of energy. They always feel tired. Secondly, lack of strength. They cannot do any heavy work, This kind of obesity is very difficult to treat because it has nothing to do with the food. So you understand? There are two types of obesity. One is eating too much, you become fat. That is very easy to treat. One is your body something wrong, Then you become fatty. So when you take Ganoderma, if you are the commander of the body, which one is more important? To treat the heart is more important or to treat the obesity is more important? Heart is more important, am I right? So this kind of people, when they take Ganoderma, it's going to regulate the heart, going to regulate their liver. So temporarily, there is no reduction in weight. So when a person is obese, is taking our products, the weight do not reduce, then you must see the heart condition, the liver condition, the kidney condition, there may be something which is not performing well. But don't worry, keep on taking, After sometimes the body will back to normal. I give you one case. Many years ago. So when I'm in my office in Alosta, so my office is on the fourth floor, On the fourth floor. So one day, one member come to see me. He bring 2 plastic bags, full of our mushroom powder, what you call RG and GL. Okay, 2 big ones he put on top of the table. And he is very angry, He said, Dr. Lim, people are telling me, taking RG and GL, taking the mushroom powder can reduce my body. You see, after taking two gunny sack of RG and GL, I spent thousands of dirham into your product, my body is still very fatty, He is very angry. Then I asked him one question. How do you come to my office? He said, of course, I walk in the ladder. You don't have the elevator in your office. I walk all the way. I say, you walk all the way, do you stop halfway? No, I don't stop halfway. I walk all the way to see you. Then I asked him one question. How long have you taken RGGL? He said he's taking RGGL for 6 months now. Okay? But still very fat. He said, I'm very fat. Then I asked him one question. 6 months ago, okay, when you go out ladder, can you go out 4 stories non-stop? 6 months ago? Oh, he said, no. 6 months ago, halfway only. Have to catching for the breath now. I say, last time, your heart is not very strong. Okay, your heart, let's say you go to the ladder, halfway, then you're catching for your breath. Okay, now after taking Gedanoma 6 months, you're very strong now. Okay, you walk 4 stories, and you talk so loud, you're shouting so loud, that means you are very energetic, Okay, I told him, you must have patience, when you take this product. Okay, first thing first, you regulate your body first before your body is slim down. So I asked him to continue to take. Then he continued to take. Only after 9 months, now the body is in a very good shape. So weight management is a very complicated procedure. It's not so simple that you take something, then your weight will reduce. Okay, but you take something. Last time, when you go for jogging, you can only jog for 2 rounds. Now you can jog for 3 to 4 rounds. Even your body is very obese. No worry. Slowly you will come down. Okay? So in short, you must eat slowly. Enjoy the food, Many people, when they eat, they never enjoy the food. You keep on eating the food until you feel the taste, then you eat it down. First thing first. Secondly, take spirulina and vinegar. Okay? Then let your body take its own time to reduce the weight. So next.
Next question is an interesting one.
Yeah.
What made you to establish DXN?
What?
Why did you establish DXN?
Oh, why do I? Yeah, this question people asking me all the while.
Is it a health reason, wealth reason, or social reason?
First thing first, my family, Okay, my father is a herbalist. Okay, so we have contact with the herbal. Okay, then in this about 1994, when I graduated, after graduating from this India, everything. So I hear news, near northern part of this Malaysia, in the jungle, also in the palm oil plantation, they found a lot of Ganoderma. Okay, so the time I get very excited, because Ganoderma, you see, in this Chinese, what they call, this materia medica, I mean, in the Chinese medicine, Ganoderma is the highest rank, After Ganoderma is cordyceps, okay? So after cordyceps, then maybe ginseng. It's higher than ginseng, So I found it very excited, because in Malaysia, we can have Ganoderma. Okay, this last time we even thought it's in China, in Japan, Then we go to the village, to interview the people. So in Malaysia, what they do? They go to the jungle, they collected the Ganoderma. But they doesn't know how to make it into powder. So what they do? They just burn it, Burn it, then they get the ashes. Then they mix this ashes with honey. Okay, they take it for asthma. For asthma, then they mix this, this Ganoderma with coconut oil, okay, or with something to treat the skin disease. So we thinking, after burning, it's still so effective, How about no burning? It will be more effective, am I right? So we started to get it, to cultivation, to this thing. So at first, we started it as a hobby. Okay, nothing to do with money, nothing, it's a hobby. Then later on, when we give to our friends, our relatives, we get such a beautiful result, Then we think that we should promote throughout the whole world, okay? So in 1983, 84, we started the study. So only in 1993, okay, we established this, okay. So between that, we have 10 years of study. Okay, now we have so many Ganoderma in the jungle, How do I know that this Ganoderma is good, that Ganoderma is not good? How do we know? We have a very interesting experiment, We feed it to the chicken. We buy the chicks, chicks, okay? So we put into the water. Then we study the mortality. You see, I don't know whether some of you have rare chicken or not. It's not easy to rear chicken, you know. These are small chicks, no. The mortality is very high. Okay, so we feed to them. So if it is a good granuloma, the mortality will less than 5%. They mean 95% survive. This thing. Then after that, we feed it to the chicken, you know. Okay, the good one. So we feed to this. The hens already stop giving eggs, you know. So we feed to them, then they start to reproduce again. Then this must be a good granuloma because it can regenerate the body system. Okay. In Malaysia, the jungle, there are few hundred over types of granuloma, no. So eventually, we do a lot of experiment. We selected 6 species, which is until today we are using. We do not combine into one species, no. It's separately. It's 6 species. This thing. So how we started this DXN. First, it is a hobby. Then we do a study. So we found it's very good for this thing. So eventually we establish it into a system. Then many people ask me the second question. Why you are selling it in MLM? Okay, why don't you put it into a pharmaceutical shop or supermarket? If in 1993, if I put the product in supermarket, if I put it in this pharmacies, will anybody buy the products or not? Nobody will buy the products. Because this product need explanation, you know. This product need explanation, need a meeting like today to explain to you, you understand. You think, if we just put it into a pharmacy, it never work. That's the first reason. Secondly, we believe that this product is good, you know. We must, promote throughout the whole world. And not only that, you know, we can help to, transform the society. I give you the early day of the story, okay. We have the granuloma. I'll tell you the old story of the DXN. You have granuloma. So the time we fix the price, the same price as in Taiwan, Japan, you know, okay, which is about 4 times your price now. We fix it because our product is good products now. Then my first sales, we go to the village. Okay, we go to a village. Then the woman that is I'm talking to, she is about 70 years old, no? Okay, so we convince him that she should take granuloma. Okay, so then they ask us, how much should I pay for your products? Then she take out the money, you know. In the village, money is important, you know. So they put into the handkerchief. So I saw her, first layer of handkerchief, take out, no money yet. Second layer, third layer, take 4 or 5. Then we say, then there's one school teacher, you know, bringing us to go to this thing. So we think we should not sell him with this Taiwan price, Japan price. He may not be able to buy. So that time we slashed down the price, okay, to 1/4 of the market price. Then that's how we fix the DXN price, okay, from that instant, okay, and this thing, yeah. So our price very cheap. Secondly, you know, okay, we want to transform the society peacefully. Okay, we want to transform the society peacefully. Because we believe that through this system, you know, okay, everybody can become financially independent. That is very important, you know. That's very important. You see, and the only way to make a person become financially independent is that we must teach him how to trade. In 1957, Malaysia we independent. You know the time how much is the poverty rate? The poverty rate is almost 45%, you know. Those people lower the poverty. Today, you go to Malaysia, I think almost poverty is almost eradicated, you know, this the thing. How the government eradicate the poverty? First thing first, build the roads, you know, to the village. Okay. Secondly, we provide electricity. Why we build the road? Why provide electricity? So that there can be some cottage industry. They can start some simple industry. So we ask them to plant coffee. Not only planting coffee, they must roast the coffee to go and sell in the market. So there is a lot of training to turn people into entrepreneur. And Malaysia is very successful in that, you know. Okay. Now, in our society, you know, if there are 3 to 10% of people, they can become entrepreneur, they mean it can bring the whole society, you know, out of poverty. Okay. Not by working hard, not by, okay, working hard is important, but pure working, pure environment will not change the society. So we need to give them this entrepreneurship. That's why, other than this, other than this Genonoma, we do a lot of thinking, on this entrepreneurship, okay, to transform the society peacefully. Yeah. Did it?
Doctor, there are so many questions explaining different diseases.
Yeah. You take one or two.
Such as autism, spondylitis, hormone imbalances, arthritis.
Yes.
These are all the diseases people have. And which are the products that can help in these diseases? How much to be taken? How long? These are all the questions.
It's autism. Autism, Now, first thing first is autism and disease. Autism, you know what is autism? The child sometimes incommunicate. They live in their own world. When a child say a certain word repeatedly, keep on yelling something repeatedly, non-smiling or smiling non-stop, this thing, or you say something to them, they don't. We say hello to them, he never look at you. Okay, so you must suspect is autism. That is extreme autism. Okay, but there are 3 to 5% of the population where they are quiet, they love to be alone, okay, they love to think of difficult question, difficult this thing, do a lot of thinking, they do not want to talk too much with people. That also autism. Do you know that 90% of these genius people are autistic? Like Einstein, also he's suffering from autism. And Newton, no? Recently I went to London, I read about this, Dirac, the very, very famous physician, okay? That's why when a child is suffering from autism, you don't treat it as a disease. It is not a disease. It's a way how they interact with the world, okay? So of course, our RG and GL helps a lot. In Malaysia, there are many such cases now. We give them Genonoma, we give them this powder. Now, all our products are good for all these things. Okay, not only RGGL, not only spirulina, all this. So please don't ask me which products are good for which disease. We go to Mexico. Mexico only have one product, no? You know what product is that? Coffee. Do we have testimony or not? We have tons of beautiful testimony, Okay, so you go and talk to a Mexican member, he said coffee is the best product in DXN. Okay, you go to India, okay, what is the mainstay in India? It's mushroom. Okay, so you go to India, they say RGGI is the best product of DXN. Okay, you go to this Hungary now, so many of them get beautiful result in this spirulina. Some of them say spirulina is the best product of DXN. You must understand one thing. Okay, we do not treat disease, no? We treat the body. And any of our products can treat the body. Okay, so it's not very, very important that, you must take RG, you must take GR, you must take spirulina, you must take all these things. It's not so critical. It's up to you. If you like coffee, drink more coffee. If you like spirulina, take more spirulina. But we have a general advice is that this mushroom powder and spirulina is a must. Because these two combined together is complete, You see, Genonoma have high density sugar range. This spirulina have a low density sugar range, no? When these two combine together, perfect. Whole range of sugar range, no? Sugar, this multi-chain sugar, single sugar, whole chain is there. Genonoma contain nucleic acid. Okay, spirulina do not contain nucleic acid. No. Nucleic acid very important for the this thing. No. So these two combined together is perfect. Okay, Genonoma very little protein, but spirulina full of protein, full of amino acid. This is the thing. So these two combined together. That's why in my lecture, if you are in doubt, spirulina and this this mushroom powder is a must. Okay, in a thing. Then after that, you can take coffee, you can take vinegars, you can take anything to our liking. Yeah, okay.
How can I increase my business faster and faster, and how to recruit and retain people in my business? The best technique.
How to open your line. How to do the business very, very good. I think maybe I give some real example of our leaders. Okay? I always talk about Jimmy Kidding in Philippines, you know. Let me tell you his story. Then you know how to open your eye. Okay? Yeah. You know what is the income of Jimmy Kidding today? Every month he can buy one house. Very high. So we don't disclose his income now. It's too risky, you know, in Philippines. If they know the tourists, they may kidnap you, you know. So nowadays he keep quiet about his income. Okay. How he started the business? Jimmy Kidding is married to married with this Indonesian this thing. So his wife are Indonesian. Okay. So he joined under Indonesia. So my first meeting with him is in Jakarta. Okay. So after he joined member, he become very excited. He go back to Philippines, you know. He invited 250 people to the hotel. How many people come to the hotel? 3 people come to the hotel. 3. When he talk with them, 2 of them go to the toilet, never come back. Only 1. Okay. Fail. Second meeting, 12 people come, fail. What do you call this a thing? So he meet me again. 6 months, no progress. No sales, nothing, 6 months, no progress. The 4th time he meet me again, okay, he is very sad. And tears in his eyes, He told me, Dr. Lim, okay, I am 60 years old now, I'm not too young now. Now, you please give me one good advice. I go back to Philippines, I follow your advice. I failed 4 meetings already, okay, this thing, please give me one advice. I give him very good advice, $1 million advice. Do you want to hear the advice? Yes, good advice. I told him, now you go back to your house, turn on the hot shower, have a good bath, take a good shower, have a good sleep, okay? Then you go back to Philippines, start it all over again. Start it all over again. Because why? This is a good system, okay? A good system, you just hold to it and close your eye, hold to it and do it. Better is successful, better people listen, better people not listen, Better people follow you, people not follow you, okay? You keep on talking, keep on selling your story, okay? You become a storyteller. This is the thing. So I give him the advice. Now, when you do this business, okay, you must always remember my advice. Okay, when you feel defeated, when you feel difficult, have a good shower and a good sleep. Then next day, start all over again. The same thing with DXN, Actually, DXN is not established in 1992, 93, we established in 1992, But why we don't count 1992? You know the reason? Because there's no sales, no member. Nothing, We established in 1992. Nobody buy our products. Then in 1993, okay, so I think many of you have heard my story, Okay, well, we give so many invitations, 200. I'm like Jimmy Kidding, but I'm a little bit lucky than him. 12 people come for the meeting. He get 3, I get 12, We talk. One world, one market. They are laughing, One world, one market. These are the things. Then they ask me, Dr. Lim, what do you mean by one world, one market? We say from here, we are going to expand throughout the whole world. They're asking me, what is the nearest town of Alosta? We say Alosta. The nearest town is Simpang Empat. Simpang Empat means crossroad. Simpang means cross. Empat means 4. Crossroad. Actually, it's very near. It's about 8 kilometers from Alosta. How many members do you have there? Of course, there's no member, No. You had no member in the nearby state, and you want to go to 20 countries? This is laughing, Then 6 of them go to the toilet, they'll come back. They say, only 6 is there. How many people join member? Not a single one. Nobody join member. But I always sleep soundly, I don't care. Whether they join, they doesn't join, is none of my problem. My problem is give a good thing to them. Because if anything good, okay, there must be a follower. Remember this, yeah? Mm-hmm. So in 1993, we get 264 members, I think, 1 year. Okay. Then in 1994, okay, in 1994, I resigned. I become full-time DXN. At the time I still working, so that I can support the business. 1994, when I designed, the company is doing well or doing not well. It's extremely not good all the time. If I don't design, the DXN will collapse only. So I need to make a decision, okay, To do it part-time, so it will collapse. Because the time is, we started the business in 1993. That time I still have 70,000 ringgit in the bank. This is 70,000 dirham. So when it comes to 1994, okay, we only left 4,000, in the bank. 4,000 in the bank is very risky, Can you imagine you run an MLM company with 4,000 dirham inside your bank? We will collapse. So I resigned. So we have 3 meetings every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. That's why I learned a lot of things, First thing, if you wanted to become a leader, you must forget about the times. Don't always look at your watch, So we can do meeting anytime we like, In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. So I went to Penang, How many meetings, So we go there, morning 1 meeting, afternoon 1 meeting, at night 1 meeting. Okay. At night after the meeting, they say, Dr. Im, let's go to the supper. We go to the supper. Also another meeting. They never let me go, After the meeting, they about 1 o'clock in the so the time the factory have shift, The shift is over. They say, oh, the shift is over. Then they ask all the factory workers come, One more meeting. Start from this 1 o'clock, So about, we have another meeting about 4 to 5. When I left Alostar, the sun is rising. Okay, I go to Penang. By the time I reach home, the sun is also rising. That's why, as a leader, you go out early, you come back early. Not you go out early in the morning, you come back early in the morning. I say like you go out early, you come back early. We work, we keep on working. This thing. There is no shortcut. There's no magic formula. Okay? The only thing is that we must believe this is a good system. We keep on sharing, We keep on sharing to the people. Then a good system, there must be a follower. Okay, this thing. Then in your mind, you must open 20 lines. Not 1 line. 1 line, 2 lines is not enough. 20 lines, This thing. It may take you 5 years, may take you 10 years, may take you 20 years. Never mind about that. So when people asking me, how is the population of Alostar? The population proper only 200,000, So if I put in all the small town, this thing all combined together, maximum I guess 400,000. It's a very small town. The only thing that Alostar proud of is we produce 2 prime ministers. Okay, this is Abdul Rahman, our first prime minister, and Dr. Mahathir. Both of them are from Alostar. Okay, it's a very small town. It's this thing. Now you are telling people that from Alostar, we want to form an MLM company. We want to go to 20 countries, tour the whole world. Nobody believes us. Correct or not? Nobody believes us. But to us, to be a leaders, remember, we lead, we do not listen to them. Better they believe us, better they do not believe us. It is their problem, not our problem. Our problem is to make the system good, to make the system workable. Then we keep on talking, So the time in Alostar we are talking, in Penang we are talking. Then we go to Kuala Lumpur, we go to Johor. These are the things. To be successful in this business, do one thing: keep on sharing with your friend, telling the story. Don't telling true story. What is experience in this thing? Then after that, people will join. Slowly, people will join. Okay. Then a few things you must follow. When you do this trading, never give any credits, never give any loan. Okay, to this thing, and never ask your upline to give you any credit. Never borrow any money from your upline. Okay. So always control your expenditure so that you always spend less than what you earn. First rule first. When we started DXN, all of you know, I drive Volkswagen. How much I buy for the Volkswagen? 3,000 ringgit, 3,000 dirham, less than 1,000 USD. I buy one Volkswagen. Okay, then we started the DXN business. I remember I went to Pulau Penang. So the time there is, I think, there are about 10 people from other MM company. So they told me, Dr. Lim, we are very convinced of what you talk, But you are driving Volkswagen, You are coming from Alostar, How are we going to convince other people to join your company? Okay, so none of them join DXN, They believe, but because of my car, they do not join DXN, So what should I do? Do I change my car? No, they doesn't join, never mind. We go ask for other people to join us. This sort of thing. So I found a 3-3-4 theory. Do you still remember my 3-3-4 theory? You talk to 10 people. If it is good, there are always 3 people believe in you. 7 people, how about the 7 people? 3 people do not believe in you. Whatever you say, they just oppose to you. Then there are about 4 people sitting on the fence. If they believe you 50%, sometimes they don't believe you. Okay, what should you do as a leader? So we invite the 3 people that believe in us to join us. Okay, then after we training, then these 3 people become successful. So when they become successful, these 4 people sitting on the fence will join us. Then we have 7 people, am I right? Then you do it again. Then eventually the 3 opposition party, they feel that it's good, they also join us. Don't quarrel with them. Okay, don't fight with them. Okay, our system is a very peaceful system. You just stick to it like Jimmy Kidding. So Jimmy Kidding go back to Philippines. Later on, I also go to Philippines. Then when I have the meeting with them, we found that Philippines, of course, there are some problem in the market. That time, many companies are collapsing, Even the American company are collapsed one by one in Philippines. A big Singapore company also collapsed. So the Philippines member asking me, say, Dr. Lim, you see, the American company also collapsed, the Singapore company also collapsed, the Taiwan company also collapsed. How can your Malaysian company survive? See that? They're asking me. So I told them, it's very simple now. Okay? It's very simple now. I told the member, what do you taking in your house for drinking? So we drink coffee, we drink a lot of soft drink, we drink all of things. I say, what is the cost of drinking all these things? So I tell them, you put away all these things. You put my coffee. Okay? Put my coffee. So the time in Philippines, we ask them to put one set of coffee into a very big mug, maybe 5 people drinking, maybe 10 people. As long as there is some taste of coffee nearby, you replace with all other drink. So that you do not need to spend more money on the drink, am I right? If we say, cheers, drinking coffee also can become millionaire. Then everybody is happy, okay? I am telling the Filipino at the time. I say a company bankrupt. Why a company is bankrupt? Why? First thing first, because too much debt, am I right? Owing money, then you bankrupt. When you owe money, you cannot pay, you're bankrupt. DXN, do we owe money or not? We don't owe money both ways, We don't owe money, and you don't come and get for credit from the company. We don't give credit also. Okay? So our financial situation is very good. Secondly, no sales, then you bankrupt. So I told our Philippine member, the most important thing, drink coffee, drink more coffee, Then we will not bankrupt. Then everybody drinking coffee, then become what do you call? That's why the coffee sales in Philippines is very high because of this historical background. Because of this historical background. That's why to be successful in this system, you need to stick to it. I tell you one story about Mexico. Okay, how we are successful in Mexico. Many members think that we need many products, to become successful. So when I go to Mexico, the time I in LA, Los Angeles, so Hanjin, Tio Hanjin, our ex-PIC, come to see me. They say, Dr. Lim, to be successful in Mexico, we need 30 products. Then we say the registration is very, very tedious, We may not have 30 products. I said, no, we cannot have 30 products. Okay? Then he come back to me. He said, Dr. Lim, you must give us 8 products. RG and GL, 1, spirulina, coffee, codipi, this thing, all these things, you must give us 8 products. Then out of these 8 products, the registration is very tedious, Like RGGL, like codipi, this thing. The only product that we can get quickly is coffee. So at the end of the discussion, I tell them that you only have 1 product, coffee. Because the other product take a long time. You know how long it take? Last month we get the approval for RGGL. How many years we have been operating in Mexico? Already 3 years, That means we apply the day only last month I get the approval. If I wait for RGGL, there's no market in Mexico, am I right? At the time, the member are furious, How can we operate with 1 product? I say, why not? DXN is started with RG and GL, also 1 product, We go through the whole world. We say 1 product, we can develop the market. Okay, then half of them left DXN, They said, this is not possible. How can we do this thing? Then come to the price. The coffee in Mexico is cheaper than America, or the coffee in America is cheaper than in Mexico? Which one is cheaper? using your common sense. If you were to sell coffee in Mexico and you're selling coffee in America, which countries to get higher price? America, am I right? But in Mexico, we sell it 10% higher than America. You know why? Because America, coffee, no tax. But in Mexico, the coffee tax 140%. 140, no, not 40, no, this thing. So the time many members, they say there's no logic, you know. Our per capita income is so much lower than America. How can our products, the price is 10% more than America. So we're telling the Mexican, now, we do not promise to give you the lowest price, okay? But we will give you the best price. This is the best price that we can go. Today, you know, okay, we have nearly 2 million sales, no? They mean the Mexico sales and the sales here are comparable, no? Can you imagine that? Okay, only one product, coffee. Okay, so I tell the Mexican, no. So we use the same theory like in Philippines. We say them, you do away with your soft drink, you do away with all your drinks, no? So you put the coffee, then you take it. The whole family are taking. So in the beginning, one coffee, you know, 5 people drinking in Mexico. So when the thing is improved, okay, then one coffee, 2 people are drinking. Now you know how they drink the coffee? They put 2 sachets in the 1 cup and they drink. They love the coffee. These are the thing. So I put 1 sachet, 1 cup. Many people say that I'm heavy coffee drinker. No, that's nothing compared to the member in Mexico. That's why to be successful in DXN, if you just catch any products, no, and concentrate on it, you can be successful. Okay, you do not need to sell all the products to be successful. You agree with me? Yeah. So simplicity rule the world. Okay, make things simple because it is simple. Then you can multiply very quickly. So, Digit, maybe another question? Yeah.
What is the maximum dosage of Ganoderma and Spirulina one can take? Is there any overdose?
Yeah. What is the maximum dosage of rice you can take? What is the maximum dosage of roti you can take? Can you answer this question? Now, what is Ganoderma? Ganoderma is a mushroom. What is a mushroom? It is a food. Okay? There's no such thing as maximum dosage. No. How much the dosage of milk that you can take? This is a wrong question, am I right? Now, there's no maximum. We talk about dosage because people keep on asking about dosage, no? Normally, we put it into taking of Ganoderma into 3 categories. Okay? If the body is a normally, there's just a minor problem, okay? So maybe we say you take 1 teaspoon a day. That's good enough to maintain the body, okay? So that if sometimes the people have a lot of acidic, you know, that's why they already deal a lot of secondary. This is a problem, okay? They're not feeling well. They're feeling very sick. 3 teaspoons a day. Sometimes the condition is very critical, you know. Then we go for mega doses. Mega doses is, 30 grams a day. So now your one is 70 grams, eh? 22 grams? And 70, okay. So you take about 22 grams a day. Okay, that is a mega dosage. Okay, so that is what we advise to the people. But there are cases, no? I still remember one case in Hong Kong. There's one very critical patient already go into coma, out of coma, no? So the situation is so critical, doctors say he only have about 1 or 2 weeks to go. Okay, so they bring home, okay? Then they give him 120 rg, 120 gl, okay, per day. Okay, that time, I mean, to translate into your this thing is about 3 bottles of 22. Okay?
So 170 grams.
So, no, more than that. 120 because the one is 30, you know, 4 bottles. 4 bottles, that means they're taking about 4 bottles, no? Of this small bottle per day. Okay? Then after 2 to 3 days, the patient will wake up, Okay, wake up. They put in the feeder, they feed into the body. Then in 2 weeks' time, started to roam around in the thing. In 1 month's time, go back to work, go back to work. That's why there's no such thing as maximum dosage, in this thing. But of course, you do not take too many, Too many is wasteful. Okay, so you always start small. Start with 1 teaspoon, 3 teaspoon. If the thing, the result is beautiful, no need to go any further. But in certain cases, in certain difficult cases, then we go for 1 bottle a day. That's all. Yeah, very simple.
What are the future plans of DXN?
Yeah.
In the world market, especially for the Gulf?
Yeah. You see, when a company about in 2003, when we are listed, we say we want to go to 150 countries. Am I right? Now, how many countries we are going in now? DXN? How many countries now? 140? 130? In the January of this year, 2010, we calculate, we already go into 150 countries now, DXN. Our presence is complete now, okay? Because you see, Asia, Southeast Asia, we go. South Asia, we already go. Okay, this is China, Hong Kong. This is Taiwan. We already go into that. So nowadays, the people also bring our product into Japan, into Korea. Then we also go into Mongolia. Okay, and from Mongolia they go into Russia. Then all the Kazakhstan. This what they call all these countries. They are already member going into that. The thing. So the future plan of the DXN is that in all the strategic area, we are going to set up office. Okay. For example, now Russia, they get the products from Hungary. They also get the product from Mongolia. Okay. So now maybe in the future we will set up the office in Moscow to take care of the product. Then the what they call like the Ukraine. Okay. I mean they started taking the products. Like recently even Serbia are taking from Hungary. They mean all part of the world now they can get DXN products now. Okay. Now in future what should we do now? Okay. First thing first, we try to make the system simple, so that people can join member through the internet. Okay, then they can get the bonus, through the through the computer system. We have been experimenting in this Europe now, where we put their bonus statement in a PDF, So we just send to them electronically. So many members, they love it very much, because they can download it directly in the computer. Then we also have this e-wallet, E-wallet, that means once they get the bonus, the member have a choice. When they buy the products, they can use it to contract the products, okay? Or they can get the money from the office. They don't need to go through the bank. Okay, there are certain part we are going that. Then eventually, the distribution system, okay, we are going to combine into it. Then there are a few this a new development. So recently this the halal food manufacturer, the association, they come to Malaysia to see me. Okay, all our products are halal certified. Do you know that? Yeah. And we are one of the very few producing halal food. Then we can distribute throughout the whole world, I think so. We are one of the very few. So in the future, there is a possibility that we will form a convenience store. So we are selling organic food. We are selling halal food. Okay, it's something like a halal food chain. This thing then combine into our system. So that also in the negotiation. So in the future, some of you can join with the company with something like 7-Eleven type, this kind of chain, but it's all halal food or organic food. This we are in the discussion now, and the Malaysian government, of course, they fully support this